Red Solo Cup.
All right.
Another one.
What's in it? Who knows? Could be anything. Could be water.
Yeah, they're
Could be
being
Gatorade.
recorded.
Could be
Bring
Sailor
bring
Jerry.
those to the camping trip, Mike.
I'm sorry.
Bring those red cups to the camping trip.
Oh yeah, we got some. Yeah, we got some. We're all good.
Hello, and welcome to the Friends of Zeus podcast. I'm Zeus.
Hello.
This is Tom. He's my bottom, but
I'm not
he's a
on
little
your
bit
bottom.
less hair. He's a power bottom, actually. And then we got Mike with the shades, and Desiree is in the messed up bed. You can't see her right now. Yeah. So tonight we're gonna have a little lighter fare. We've had some pretty intense subjects lately. So Mike thought summer coming up, we should talk about our favorite summer memories, just kind of actually purposefully go a little tangential and just talk about our memories there. But tonight's Mike's show. So Mike, why don't you start running with it?
Yeah, I'll get it started, but it's not just my show. It's all of ours. It's a big group hug here at the Friends of Zeus podcast every episode. So yeah, we just wanted to kind of float around on the raft a little bit tonight. We've been doing all these intense shows and everything, and we just needed a week off from all that. So we thought, with summer coming up, we've done Halloween episode. We did the how many? I think we've done about 17 of the Christmas episodes now. 17 years of doing that. What was that? The annual Friends of Zeus podcast clothing optional Christmas extravaganza. So I figured
I chose to wear clothes.
Yeah, everyone usually does. That's good. So I figured this would be good, just to talk about summer, like what we're doing this summer, favorite trips we've been on, books that we've read or we're going to read, music, movies, music festival, whatever floats your boat. It's all good. So
Nothing
one thing,
like a good summer concert.
yeah, man. Well, the one thing I two little bits of business. One, and we haven't had one of these in a long time. Cicada update, if you can believe it. Cicada update. So Cicada update. So listen, I heard on the news. Well, I've seen a couple, and I heard on the news that the year after the 17-year brood, there is usually an appearance of some number. Now, not nearly, obviously, in the quantity, but some late ones will come out and be buzzing around more than, say, in a typical year where you see them like every once in a blue moon. So keep your eyes peeled. Our favorite insects are coming back, so keep your eyes. We'll talk about sightings in future episodes here.
And again, that cicada's the dumbest insect ever.
The official insect of the Friends of Zeus podcast, actually. So the other bit of business, I'm sorry, I just didn't think about it till everything was edited and uploaded. But on last week's episode, I looked up that concert Zeus was talking about, where Led Zeppelin opened for the Who at Merriweather in like 1969. And it did actually happen, and it didn't even sell out, which was pretty funny.
I'm gonna lie. Oh,
no, I know, but who knows? Your moms tell us stuff all the time,
yeah, but they don't usually go, I was tripping balls and you were in utero.
Right, but I just wanted to look it up so anyway, Led Zeppelin opened, and they had a little picture of the ticket. It was $4.75 to go see that show. And the ticket,
$1,000 now.
Yeah, if you have the ticket, the ticket's worth like $1,000. Like the ticket is worth like $1,000 now, which I think is hilarious. But anyway,
really, wow.
I want to share like a little picture of that, and I forgot to add that in there at the end. So
it's funny you mentioned that because I have a collection of concert tickets that's like 20 years old. Like I got one signed by B.B. King when I saw him with Jeff Beck, which a lot of people, I mean, Jeff Beck's not obscure, but not like a huge, I don't know. He's pretty huge, I guess, right?
He's
Jeff
pretty
Beck.
huge.
Derek and the Dominoes, was that right?
Derek and the Dominoes.
Yeah, I think it was like Steve Winwood, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and
oh, geez, man, I'd forgotten about that group.
Yeah, pretty cool group.
One of those later in their career type groups.
Super group.
Like,
No, I don't think
Traveling
later.
Wilburys or something.
No, more
Nice.
like Faces with Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
That was also,
So
I think,
before they really took off. Is that what it was?
mid career, I think, when they wanted to ride each other's coattails, kind of groups. Like Traveling Wilburys would be a good one, or Damn Yankees.
What was that group that had like Robert Palmer and the dude from Duran Duran in it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Power
Station.
Power Station. Yes.
Nice, man. Yeah, Traveling Wilburys.
They were pretty cool.
Their first album was Volume 1 and the second album was Volume 3. Crazy. Why would you do that?
Well, Roy Orbison couldn't count because he
Yeah.
was
I mean, that's driving record collectors crazy to this day, I think.
Yeah, it was done in Braille. It was actually 2.
There was 2. Okay.
My favorite summertime concert, we went to the Kenny Chesney concert over here at FedEx Field a few years ago. It must have been like 5-6 years ago. That was great. Drinking out in the parking lot, getting liquored up, going in there. We were like close to, we were down on the floor. It was like a stadium show, obviously. It's huge. Kenny Chesney, he comes like in on a zip line from the back.
Holy moly.
And down,
Nice.
lands on the stage. It was a great show. I mean, he's very energetic and everything, but all that alcohol that helped.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Well, that's the thing too. Like music festivals, like Zeus and I were talking about Wolf Trap. No, Merriweather.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Merriweather Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland, but it was built in the 60s. It's an outdoor venue, so it has a roof but no walls. It actually collapsed a few years ago. They had to rebuild it. But it's got
20,000 maybe tops.
probably 20, 22. Yeah, it's got a huge long general admission section, and then the orchestra bowl is like kind of under a roof out in the middle of the woods. It's just an iconic place. It's a great place to go see a show. And I've been there a million times over the years, but Jimmy Buffett comes through there all the
Dude,
time.
he has an apartment there.
Desiree,
Yes,
you're going to be out of that hotel before we post this, right?
Yeah.
Because you just flashed your room number. So we'll
Oh
probably
yeah,
post-
we won't post it
post
for a while.
like until Saturday or something.
Yeah, we'll hold it for safekeeping.
I'll post it on like Reddit tonight.
Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Just
What
get the
kind of
word
action?
out there.
Pay no attention to the fact that the 2 ladies are alone in an
Wait.
unfamiliar town.
But at
In
Put it on
bikinis.
4chan or something.
4chan.
but
We're going live.
We're going live. Well,
So let me give you my favorite
Yeah.
concert. Well, or my favorite concert experience, which I think most of us, or maybe just me, have experienced. I went to like one of the first HF festivals.
Mhm.
You remember them?
Oh yeah.
And all I remember is it was like Seven Mary 3, which it was. I love that band. Afghan Wigs.
Awesome. They're just coming
Afghan
out with a new
Wigs,
album,
right?
man.
Blister in the Sun, Afghan Wigs, right?
Is that radio station still there?
No,
Nah, it went to like all
It became-
Spanish, and then
dude, I literally was listening to it the day, and I didn't realize it because I just tuned in. It was like 99.1 The Soul. I was like, what the fuck is this, man?
oh yeah, all those
But-
crazy experiences at
Dude.
soul concerts.
The radio stations, when they cut out these days, when they change formats, there's no like big pomp. It's like at midnight, it just changes what
Yeah.
they're playing because it's all canned. Most of it's canned.
It's like WKRP when Johnny Fever like scratches the record and they start playing rock and roll all of a sudden.
Yeah, man.
We lost her. She might be
You
back.
know,
He was in the elevator.
he just recently died.
Yeah, that's right. Howard
his name?
Hessman.
Yeah,
Yes.
Howard Hessman.
I liked one other show with him, Head of the Class.
Yeah.
He was always Johnny Fever to me was just I looked up to him. No, I mean he was just
Like
always an
a
iconic television character to me. Like I just there's something about him. I just thought he was cool.
He
didn't even get that much
George
airtime.
Carlin quality to him.
Well, and he
Does that
didn't
make
even get a
sense?
lot of. No,
Yeah.
it does. But he didn't even get a lot of airtime on that show. He was kind of a side character.
Like, yeah. I think in the later seasons, he was so popular that they started to focus on him more and more. But
yeah,
at the beginning, he was just like a side. He was a comic
Let's not
relief.
forget Venus Flytrap.
Venus Flytrap.
Herb Charlick.
Lonnie Anderson was on that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Reynolds' wife. But so we've all had this experience, but it may just be me, and I'm trying to project it onto you guys, so I don't feel as bad about my own alcoholism. But who has been to a concert where you went out, where you got there, you showed up early to drink and get good and lit before the show, and then sleep through the entire fucking festival?
I haven't done that.
I have not done that. I probably should have done a few of them.
That's a Zeus thing.
I've been to the whole
movies
festival.
with Zeus, and he falls asleep like there's like the huge action scene. We go to like the comic
The
book.
only reason you knew I fell asleep is because I rested my head on your shoulder.
Oh, well,
It's probably one of the only times you can get a nap, man. I fell asleep the first time I went to see The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, the first Batman is the one that put me to sleep.
I mean, in the theater, I was like,
you mean the Michael Keaton one or the
the Michael Keaton one.
Yeah.
And we're tangenting, but I don't care because this is a tangent episode.
It's
anyway.
the whole episode is. Yeah.
So I just watched the new one, the new Batman, and it's pretty damn good. Like I liked it a lot. Robert Pattinson. So he pulls kind of a Twilight mopey Bruce Wayne, but he carries it, man, and he's got the jaw. You can't be Batman if you ain't got a jaw.
Yeah.
Louis Anderson's never going to be Bat. Well,
No.
he's dead. Rest in peace.
That would be the main. That's the main thing.
Louis Anderson has a jaw. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
Well, now you can actually see the jaw if you dig him up.
So what type of is there any like music that you guys just associate with summertime? I mean, obviously the Beach Boys,
Like
I've been thinking about that.
Margaritaville guy.
Buffett, yeah.
Jimmy Buffett, definitely, because it's all like and the guys just Kenny Chesney.
Yeah,
Does
okay.
a lot of like beach music as well.
I got an answer for you
check him out.
I like. Yeah, is Kenny Chesney the one that did? No, that's Brad Paisley. I like Brad Paisley. I'm not a big country guy, but he's kind of cool. But the band I think of, and this isn't from Summers of My Youth, but any song that they do reminds me of summer. It's just the cadence and everything. And I'm not a huge fan, but I like a couple songs by him. I want to see if you guys can guess who it was just by that description.
Sublime?
No, that's a solid one.
Wait, it's a band?
It's a band everybody hates, and I think a little bit unreasonably.
Nickelback?
Nickelback?
Yes. Every song they do sounds like summer.
That's the only reason I guessed that was he said it's a band everyone hates.
Right.
That's I don't even know. I'm not even familiar with Nickelback, man. I don't think I could name a song.
Right, but I'm just saying I don't hate them. When I hear
Yeah, well, stuff gets overblown, man.
The guys like to rock. I mean, whatever. I'm not saying I'm gonna ever buy an album, but I probably downloaded, their music just so I could hear, that one. Never made it as a wise man. That one, but
that's them.
A good summer rock song, Van Halen, Beautiful Girls. Got a beer in my hand, got my toast in the sand.
Nice.
Bob Marley, I would say you could definitely associate with the summer. Definitely.
I don't know about you guys, but I've always been into music as a kid and growing up into stuff like that. But there's been a few bands that have slipped by me, and then I discovered them later. One was Led Zeppelin. Like somehow I made it all the way through my 20s, and I mean, I knew who they were. I never really listened to them, and then I started to. I was like, "Holy crap!" I think we talked about this in another episode. I'm like going around to friends. I'm like, "Dude, this band fucking rocks, man!" It's like, who? Led Zeppelin. Like, yeah. I mean, I know they're old. People like,
Led Zeppelin.
Welcome to.
I discovered this new band.
To the world.
Nobody's ever heard of them.
And then the other one was oh man, who? Oh, so Marley. So I just hadn't really listened to Bob Marley. And then I did.
I was probably a late bloomer on both of those. I'm not a huge
20 years ago, and I was like, holy crap, man, this is fantastic.
For me, that's kind of like the Beatles, because I didn't listen to them when I was younger because I wanted something more like energetic. But then as you get older, you kind of like start, oh, man, those guys are really genius. So
yeah.
I hate
Beatles guys. If they keep at it, they're going somewhere. I'm telling you.
I hate Limp Bizkit on levels that cannot be measured by modern science.
But did you always hate them? Because they were on my list.
No, I like that. I was part of the cult at the beginning, but what did it for me was there was that song Outside that it was, I can't remember the name of the band, but there's this part because Limp Bizkit kind of introduced him. I want to say it's Aaron something or other. Stained, that's it. And there's a part at the beginning of the video where it's just Limp Bizkit saying, look at me, when this guy is going to, because the guy nailed this song. The song is so good.
Yeah, he's still performing.
Yeah, he's great. But Limp Bizkit goes, let's see your lighters. And it was just like, I want to fucking bury my fist in your face, you dumbass.
They were stepping on his toes. But the thing is, when not like I hear Limp Bizkit much, but when I do, it reminds me of summer. I don't know why. Maybe that's when their albums came out. I don't know. Maybe that's when I heard it in my life.
First time you wished him dead.
I don't know. I never really hated on them. I wasn't a huge fan, but I just thought they were fun to watch because it's like, I don't even know.
He was wearing MAGA hats before Trump was wearing MAGA hats.
But the thing is, Anthrax was doing that whole rock rap thing for years, man. Before
but like rock rap for me, the epitome of rock rap is Epic by Faith No More.
Oh yeah, Faith No More, absolutely
locked me in, and Sublime, of course.
And who are the one that died? Who's the new guys that the lead singer died?
That's Sublime.
No, it's recently. There's young group past our time, doing the whole like screaming rap.
Nirvana.
I can't believe I can't remember their name.
Linkin Park.
Yeah,
Linkin Park. Fucking Linkin Park. I don't think it's summer, but goddamn, I love that band.
Yeah, Faith No More, man. They are intense. They were great. Still are.
And their cover of Easy Like Sunday Morning is the greatest cover I've ever heard. It's such a good cover. That guy can sing in like all the octaves, from what I understand. He's like a really talented singer. He just.
Let me ask you this: what's your favorite beach? Is it Ocean City, Myrtle Beach, Virginia Beach? You guys have a preference?
Yeah, mine is not here though. Mine is Lido Key in Sarasota.
Oh, okay.
Mine used to be Rehoboth and just a Delaware shore, but I went to
that was in your experimental phase.
Yeah, and I went to St. Augustine.
It's not true, is it?
Like a year and a half ago. And St. Augustine is amazing.
Oh, I love St. Augustine. We've been there like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
St. Augustine is nice. Did you go on the ghost tour?
No, but you got horses.
Family's always with me.
You got horses. You got white sand. You can drive up onto the beach. It's huge. It's beautiful. There's no high rises. It's nice. Weather is like perfect. So speaking of beaches, well, how about you? How about you, Tom? What's your favorite beach?
It's a good. I don't know. I like all of them. I mean,
yeah, they all have something to offer.
Like Virginia Beach has the paved. Depends on what stage of life you're at. Like Virginia Beach has that big paved boardwalk with the concrete. So if you have a stroller, that was always great to go there.
Is that like
And
Yeah.
Ocean City has the best wooden like boardwalk with the boardwalk fries and the food and ice cream and everything. So I like that. If you want to get away from the boardwalk, Myrtle Beach is good and Outer Banks is good. And then down
I've
Florida.
never been to any of the North Carolina beaches.
Oh man, you got to get
yeah.
your ass down there.
All right.
Myrtle was interesting. I was actually going to move there a number of years ago. And I mean, to the point that I had a storage unit down there. I was looking at properties and looking for work and all that stuff. But it definitely is a little Jekyll and Hyde.
The thing about Myrtle Beach that's
all
funny.
Season.
All the hotels in Myrtle Beach, they all fight to have like the best lazy river, like in the hotel. So it's like Myrtle Beach is the only place that does this, but every hotel has a lazy river and they talk about how long it is. And so it's odd.
You just float around.
Yeah. And usually it's like,
you know what? Like when I think of North Carolina, I think of commercials, like everything about North Carolina, 670 miles to the south border. Well,
that's if you're on 95.
South Carolina. It's like you literally every mile, how much closer you are to
south of the border.
South of the border. And then
have you guys ever stopped at south of the border?
Dude, I stayed there for like 3 days. Yeah, man.
3 days?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
We were
fighting fireworks.
We stopped
there in
there
the winter. We
such
drove
a rundown dump. I mean, yeah, never again.
Really
everybody's got to stop there at least once.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It really is bad. A boil on the.
I mean, it was good. It was good, but it was
It's a horrible. It's so commercial.
I would not stay there. Did you stay in like the sombrero one?
Hey, listen. So no, we didn't stay in the sombrero one, but I mean, it was nice. It was a good time, with the kid, and we were there with another family, and it was during COVID, so like everyone knows, like we had the place ourselves.
Really desolate.
They had just it was a little bit. They just opened back up. Yeah, they had just opened back
imagine.
up.
It's one of like the last places you can go to on Earth where everything is open 24/7.
Pretty much, and they have an indoor pool, which was cool, and it was a saltwater pool. So that was nice. And we were there in February. So
let's put
that's not an indoor pool. That's not an indoor pool. It's just a septic tank backed up.
What's your favorite
water?
What's your favorite beach and why?
Oh, that's a hard question. Originally I'm from California, so I'm a little bit partial to northern Pacific beaches. But they're not real fun. They're kind of cold and there's a lot of like rocks and stuff. So they're not really what you think of a beach when you think of a beach. I don't know. Last year, Destin, Florida is beautiful. Their sand is real soft. Florida
kind of crushes it with the beaches. I'd say best beaches on the East Coast, probably going to be in Florida. You pick one,
But Destin specifically, like that beach is real soft.
Clearwater's like that. Clearwater is like this sugar, almost like the grain is like sugar. Now
on the Gulf side,
yeah. I was talking about Lido Key, and Lido Key is interesting because it's right on the Gulf Stream. I got a cool beach story I'll tell you too. But it's right on like our intercoastal waters. So like you'll find shells there from Japan. Like they just happen to meet there. And you also see them from somewhere else in all the ocetions. But
is it called Sanibel Island?
It's right next to Sanibel Island.
Okay, I think that's where we're going in October. Sanibel Island.
Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So you got to go to Lido though, because two cool things about Lido. The one thing that sucks is it's beautiful. You got these crystal blue waters, which I love. But because of all those shells, you got to wear like sandals on the beach because there's just crack shells everywhere.
Well, I'm used to wearing shoes on the beach because rocks and stuff, and so it doesn't bother me.
So that part sucks. But the cool thing about Lido Key was if you go around to this little cove, it's where the dolphins go to breed, and it's not blocked off. It's like it's a state park, so they know that they're protected. I mean, the people know they're protected, not the dolphins. However, I hear they're smart. But it's a really cool beach. They call it St. Armand's Key or Lido. So when you're there, Sanibel's one island over. But my cool story about the beach was when my dad passed. He lived on the beaches his entire life. So he was cremated. And not cool part is
like when's the cool part of the story?
Yeah, so far I'm getting
it's a good story. It's a sweet ending, but the not cool part was my sister. We had a box we didn't have like an urn or anything because we knew what we were going to do.
Oh no!
So,
are you going to spread it on the beach?
No, I'm going to tell you.
It's like Big Lebowski.
Something like that. So they are also intercoastal waters, but the funny part, and we bitched at my sister for like an hour. She put her coffee on top of his box of ashes, and it spilled. So
oh my gosh.
We were just like going off on her. This is why Dad didn't like you.
You know what? As much as I love coffee, I might appreciate that. If that was
one last caffeine hit.
Exactly, one last hit.
Bury me with caffeine.
But so no, what we did was that's another part where the intercoastal waters meet. It's like all down that region, like Tampa kind of area. So we spread his ashes. We walked out as far as we could, and we spread his ashes in the water so he could go all around the world.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was nice. We got music. We did this whole video of it. You know, it was pretty anticlimactic, but it was nice. That's what he wanted. I'd like something like that, but I'd like to maybe be put into a bong.
Okay.
I want to be put into a tree pod. Also, I'm gonna get just a little bit of me, and then I'm gonna go to the body farm, so it's okay.
Isn't that where they like leave bodies out to see how they decompose and stuff for research?
Yeah.
You're dark.
Well,
you know, what else am I gonna do? Rot in the ground? Might as
it.
well study my ass. I mean,
it's for forensics.
Yeah, but that's the thing I'm worried about is them studying my ass.
maybe they need to study my ass or my arm or my eyeball. I don't know.
It's like day 16.
That's why I can't put like
arrive.
when you go to the DMV and they want you to check the box for organ donor. I just have this mental image of if I'm in a car crash, somebody runs up with a spoon and like scoops out my eyes. Like,
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I know, but that's my mental image. I can't.
But you also don't want to have like the
They would let me
paramedic
choose, like, okay, not my eyes, but if somebody needs my heart or something, I could do that. But
I think it's all or nothing.
You actually can
Why
choose.
is it all or nothing?
This is a different podcast subject, but I mean, you can choose. Organs are different than tissues. So just because you're in the organ donation registry doesn't mean that you have to be in the tissue donation registry, or vice versa. A lot more people are eligible for tissue and donation than they are for organ donation. So.
I would be an asshole, and I'd ask them to get the hardest one to get, like my pituitary gland, or like just the one that's like this fucking prick. He's got a perfectly good heart.
But you don't want to get in an accident and then get the paramedic whose like sister needs a kidney, though. That's a bad.
They don't want.
They're not the ones. They're not the ones that make that call, though. So it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and
sorry, he's not. He didn't make it.
Yeah.
Wait, he looks like he's breathing. No, we lost him.
Yeah. And they can't allocate their organ even if that was the case. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Well, not legally they can't, but
yeah.
No, they can't. Like it has to go through an NSO. So
there's those back alley operating tables.
Or Mexico, it's fine.
Yeah. Or India.
Isn't
India the place where a lot of people like they'll sell their limbs and
limbs?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about limbs.
I mean, in China, they
have like visitor camps. Yeah.
Well, we've all heard the stories about the guy going down, and we're not picking on Mexico. Let's make that clear right now. But the guy goes down to Mexico, meets this nice girl. They have a fun time. He wakes up in a bathtub full of ice, and he's got scars on it, or he's got surgical wounds on his back.
Oh dear.
Nope.
Yeah, man. I don't think they check for the card, though. I think if you find yourself in that situation, they're not like.
They've stolen.
Darn it, Julio! This guy is not a donor.
Yeah, we can't do it. We don't want to break the law.
Send them back. I will say
recognize those international licenses down in Mexico. Oh, this license is no good.
Yeah.
I will say, getting back to the
Don't
music
even
thing
know the
real
word
quick.
donor. What's that word?
One thing that, and no one does it anymore, but one thing I had fond memories of was like right around this time of year, like especially in high school, I'd be making like my summer car music mixes.
On the
You know,
CDs? Yeah.
mixtapes.
Summer
cassettes.
01.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? CDs. Yeah. CDs. No. Which it became
No, it was
CDs,
a
I guess,
cassette.
at some
We
point.
know.
It ended up being CDs, but at the beginning it was a cassette. But I'd
Okay,
make like
Mike,
3 or
we
4
use
of them.
LimeWire. Do you guys remember LimeWire?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Napster.
No, Napster
Napster.
was, you had to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Not
Mike
at
Mike
first.
likes to delude himself that he's far younger than everybody. Like when he's saying CDs, we're like, dude, it's a
No,
year.
tapes. It was cassette tapes.
It was cassette tapes, you like.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
And-
so when you did cassette tapes, did you do the thing where you like have to where the song comes on the radio and you have to like run over and like
Yes.
record?
Oh, hell yeah.
And half the time you're cutting off another jam to get that song recorded. And so you're in the
Absolutely.
car and you're like rocking out and then it like switches over.
How about
All
how
right.
about the surgery you have to perform if it gets caught and you
Wind it up with a pencil eraser.
Number
Yeah.
2 pencil. Yep.
and it never works out for
Was
you.
never right again. Yeah.
Never ever right again.
Or
And
like
like-
how mad you would get if you're in the middle of recording and it like side A ended. And so like
Oh.
it stops recording. You're like,
Flip it
no.
over.
Our children will never know the pain of having to hit the record and the play button at the same
Same
time
time.
for it to record.
Or all of the bruises you got on your legs from having to jump across things to get to your boombox to like record
Yeah.
your song.
Well, also just like variety, man. Like
You're far
I
more athletic than us.
Or
I had to-
before that. Remember when you had like the black tape recorder?
Of
And
course.
You'd record, you'd like
General
hold it up to the
Electric.
radio. So you're not recording like directly off of the radio. onto
not
the
line
cassette.
in. Yeah, you're
Right,
recording
it's
through the
like
mic.
you're holding the cassette recorder.
It had like one
onto
big
the
speaker on it. It was like a deck. It was like this big.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
yeah. It was like a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're listening to Us and Them, and they're like us, and he, Mommy, Zeus drank all my milk. And them.
And it would have like 16 C batteries in it that would last like 6 minutes of recording
They're
time.
like, what's a C battery? Is that like in the ocean? No,
No.
No, C batteries are.
get it?
They,
C.
they still have those.
Not many D's out there though.
We
What
got a
else?
couple flashlights that require D batteries. They're hefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like mag lights. Those
They are the mag lights. Yeah, we got to
they're
police
chase
ones.
both
shit out of the
blind
yard.
and pummel.
Yes, you can whoop the fuck out of someone. Sorry, you can whoop someone with those.
Yeah, you can
Those
pet
hurt.
Was there a do you what were your
That's on,
concert
I think that's on their sales slogan.
Yeah.
You can
Why are mag
you
lights?
can whoop
You
some
can
ass
the
with
fuck
this.
out of somebody with this.
blind them
It's
and
the ass whooper.
Find where you're going and also whoop their ass.
16,000 lumens and heavy as a fucking bag of hammers.
Don't drop on your toe. It will hurt.
They kind of went out of fashion though, because with LED lighting and battery
Right.
technology, I mean, you can get a little flashlight this
Yeah,
big.
the
That's
little
great.
Oh, I
ones
don't care.
nowadays.
Dude, a mag light. I'll get the mini mag light. Like I got a mini mag light on my work badge. We got mag lights all over the house.
I got
the
one too.
money.
Yeah, I like a mag light. I'm a bit bougie.
They're
Um,
brand
so-
loyal.
Yes,
Okay.
we were talking about concerts earlier. Do you have any concert experiences? Summer concert, like festival kind of deal?
No. I mean maybe. We don't do
said-
that in Kansas.
Okay.
I guess.
This is
Podcast
really
101.
entertaining.
Podcast 101 does right. When you get a setup like that, you gotta take it. You gotta go.
You're gonna have
Okay,
to
so
make
okay,
it
I do have one. I do have
All
one.
right.
Yes.
Okay, so
nice save.
hi.
Wait. Pause and count to 3.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think okay. There's this one time when no, I'm just,
Was
so
it band camp? Because I know the rest of this one, and I
never
believe
at
it.
band camp.
I
So
bet there
in-
still is a flute involved.
No flutes are involved in this story. We have this thing called the River Fest, which is stupid, but it's like this like festival thing. It's not a music festival. It's basically a bunch of people come out of the woodworks, eat turkey legs and corn cobs, and then they just have random things. So
it's like a Kansas Renaissance Festival.
No, we have a Renaissance Festival. It's like a I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like a carnival thing, and there's like bathtub races and like kind of like a state fair, except for it's specific to this area by the river.
Oh, down by the river.
Yeah. Down by the river. Anyway, so 1 year they do have nightly concerts at the Riverfest. It's like a week long. Sometimes, most of the time, they're like nobodies, but this one time, Chris Daughtry was there.
Oh yeah.
It was like right after he won, like a couple years after he won the American Idol. And so we're at this concert. Some bitch had a seizure, so that was weird. So they had to stop the concert. But then, like after that, he like flicked his guitar pick, and it hit me right in the freaking neck. So I got his guitar pick.
Nice.
Nice.
But that's my concert story.
It's a good one, man. Anytime you can catch something from the stage.
You got
all the other concerts I've been to have not been in the summer, oddly enough. But
so my odd one, this is another odd one. I went to a festival. It was a summer festival with my friends, and Rick Springfield was playing. So, you know, you're going to hear what 2 songs? I think
Jesse's Girl.
Jesse's Girl and 867, or is that the same song?
Wait, Desiree, does this bring back memories?
And you know what? I was like, something just hit me, and I thought it was like a bug or something. And I looked down, and like it was there. I got it. I don't think I had
podcasting.
Yeah, 3D.
It wasn't 867. That's like a whole other band, Zeus. That's not Rick Springfield.
Oh, okay. But he had another one. He had
like 50. He's like the yacht rock master. Yeah.
He's so dreamy. So here's my story with him. So I'm there with a couple of my buddies. You know Schroeder, Tom, but anyway, one of my old group of friends, and their daughter was there. So I put her on my shoulders. He's doing Jesse's Girl, and I walk her all the way out to the middle of the concert, and he sees her, and he starts having her sing Jesse's Girl, you know, when that comes up. Okay. The problem with this is Rick Springfield's chiseled, sweaty abs were buried in my face. So I
wow, man.
Wait, where?
That was a great
were you
story.
Like in
I feel
the first row then?
No, I walked her all the way out. She's a cute kid, and I didn't expect that to happen.
How did he get so close up to you?
Because he was
walked
riding
up
on
the stage.
people's shoulders. Yeah. No, he was riding on people's shoulders out to like his security guys were carrying him on his shoulders.
Springfield was sitting on top of somebody else's shoulders as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy concert, man. Everyone's like riding around on people's shoulders.
It was like a bad 80s music mosh pit where I got Rick Springfield's sweat all over my face.
My roommate went to a Cypress Hill concert back when they were the rage, and Be Real flicked a blunt roach out, and it landed on his shoulder, and he grabbed that thing like it was the body of Christ, and we smoked it a few days later, man. It was like, you know what this is? This is a roach from Be Real's blunt. Like, we're showing it to people. They're like, no way, man. Like, yeah, landed on his shoulder.
I don't think I would have smoked that blunt. I'd have kept
smells
that.
Like him.
We did smoke it.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I remember I do have a summer concert story. I just remember this one.
Oh.
So this was recent. Maybe like 6 years ago, we went to Vegas, and
did people start shooting at you?
No, there was no shootings.
Were they on shoulders?
And it was not that. That was sad.
It was on the gunman's shoulders.
No, there's no gunman.
He was shooting.
Singing Jesse's Girl. Smoking weed.
She was a spotter.
Okay, that's it.
Anyway, so we went to this club called Dreas. Okay, I don't know, you know those things where friends and can get you in there and whatever. So we go to this club. I'm pissed. My feet hurt. I don't know where my friends are. Found them. She's drunk as shit. And all of a sudden, like somebody was like, Nelly is playing tonight, and we're like, no, they're not. Like, Nelly is not at this club. Sure as shit, Nelly was at this club in Vegas, like singing. We're in the pool, drunk. I'm mad. Like I said, feet hurt. Don't know where my friend's at. And yeah, just
Nelly's playing.
Nelly's rocking it out.
Was it actually getting hot in there?
He was, yeah, all the songs, Hot in Her. country grammar. All the things.
Yeah, that was a good album, man. I had that.
I'm not a big rap guy, but yeah, he's okay. He's okay. I'm more of like a Cypress Hill guy, Run DMC. I like to think Sublime falls into that in some way.
Run DMC.
Love Run DMC. How can you not? Kid Rock.
Okay.
Do you guys ever like hit the lake in the summer, or is it just beaches?
We're not
Mainly beaches.
Beach
Deep Creek
deprived
Lake.
here on the East Coast. So
Okay, well, in Kansas, we be doing lakes all the time, so y'all need to go to the lake.
Lakes are
we
cool,
don't have
man.
to climb. We don't have to climb down to our water here.
I do go to a lake. We go camping.
We don't either. We don't have any hills or type of anything, so they're just
That's
there.
true.
We go camping at this place every summer up in Pennsylvania, and they have a lake, and it's a old quarry lake, spring fed. So the water's like 6 degrees, dead of August. It's like freezing cold, but it does feel good.
That's not
And
fun.
it's deep. It's like 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 10 feet, 75 feet,
Yeah,
380 feet. Like that's like the
Water's
three
cold and handy.
designations.
Is that
Boom.
Seven Springs or Ohio?
Pine Grove Furnace State Park. It's like
Never
the
been to
center
that.
point of the Appalachian Trail. So
Some of those Pennsylvania lakes are weird. They've got one that has like the natural water slide. Have you ever been to that one?
no,
Is it bigger
no.
than all the other natural water slides in the area?
I don't-
Dude, Pennsylvania has the coolest parks, lakes, amusement parks. That was the other thing I wanted to touch on.
People try to go down that. It's like it's basically just rocks with, the water going, and people try to slide down it. They get their elbows all cut up and
Oh,
everything.
no thanks.
I don't know about you, but Pennsylvania to me is the strangest state.
It's kind of weird.
I can't lock on what it is, but like go to
The
York,
Amish.
the Amish.
Don't offend. We got a lot of Amish viewers.
I love the Amish.
Yeah,
My
I love
husband's
them. Dude.
Mennonite.
They're fantastic.
I was just gonna say, no, I
Lancaster
don't like
is a
Amish.
great
I only
area.
like Mennonites. Dress the same.
You only
I
like
think-
men at night?
Yeah, men at night. I guess that's. I
Wow.
think the Pennsylvania is a weird clash of cultures. It's got like the more urban stuff in the east. It's got like the Appalachian thing going on in the west.
Appalachia.
It's got a huge German immigrant population and Italian in the east that got it started. Germans more out west.
And
And
then
they've got a lot of craftspeople. I mean, that's why like they have a lot of those old little rinky-dink amusement parks that have all those strange rides that no
Yeah.
one has anymore. And
Oh, we
It's,
got one of those in Wichita. It's called
Oh,
Joyland. It's real creeps.
what's it called? Do you remember?
Joyland. It's closed now, but I mean,
Joyland.
Joyland. Yeah, it's a wooden.
sounds
roller
like a
coaster.
porn place.
It's look it up. Like it's like abandoned
will.
and like creeps, but yeah, it's called Joyland. And it's got like this wooden rinky-dink roller coaster. There's some ghost stories about it. I think. Well, this story is actually true. That one time there was like a maintenance person mowing the grass under there, and he stood up in front, like to mow the grass, and he put his head up between the track, and his head got cut off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
As the train was going by?
As the carts were going by, yeah. But they say that he haunts the park. I mean, it's closed now. He could
100%.
I definitely would haunt that
He
park.
probably went. There's this other like called the Wacky Shack, and he probably like lives in
Son
the
of a
Wacky Shack. Like
The Wacky Shack.
The Wacky
I
Shack.
love old amusement parks, and I love dark rides, like scary rides, but the ones
the
that aren't
Wacky
super
Shack.
like the Wacky Shack, but they're like fluorescent paint and kind of goofy type.
Now it's
you
called
know?
the Decapitator.
Like those ones with like the strobe lights and like
Yeah. I
like
can't
the
get enough of
sirens.
those.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you
you
been
take-
That's
to like
exactly the Wacky
Idlewild?
Idlewild,
Or Dutch Wonderland?
Dutch Wonderland. Yeah, I
Dutch
love
Wonderland also sounds like a porn thing.
Dutch Wonderland is awesome. Man. That's
Dutch
fantastic.
The
I
I,
think we Knoebels up in Pennsylvania. If you guys want a cool place, that is a
haven't been to that one.
fantastic amusement.
Isn't it
park.
just nobles?
No, it's Knoebels.
So
Nope.
speaking of like weird dark rides like that, Schlitterbahn?
No,
Schlitterbahn?
Again, sounds like a porn thing.
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn?
No,
You guys,
Like
none
the
of you know what
Autobahn?
a Schlitterbahn
Doesn't that
is.
involve
Cinnabon?
peanut butter?
is that at the
No.
mall? Is that at the
No.
mall food court?
No, Schlitterbahn is like it's
Sold the
like a
pretzels.
water park. It's all over the country.
Oh
There's
no, I
more than
didn't.
just one.
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn. SC
Das
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn.
Das Schlitterbahn.
I'm checking it out, man. I can't get enough of that stuff.
So there's this. Well, it's only dark. It's become recently dark. There's this water slide called Baruch, and this is in the Kansas
They
City
make good
Schlitterbahn.
salt.
Huh?
Hey, come on, Zeus, let her talk.
No, Mike, this is where you say this
They
is
make
my
good
favorite
salt.
This is
episode.
it's by they're always by the IKEA. I don't know what the connection is, but you know.
The Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn, they don't serve
You go to
pizza or
Schlitterbahn, and then
fries.
you could go,
It's-
I think
it's-
they have the little meatballs there. I don't know. I'm
No,
not
they
right
don't
there.
serve that. It's purely sausage and sauerkraut
It's like
and
IKEA.
beer.
That's what I'm saying. They're always right next to an IKEA. You know, something's weird
So,
about it.
If we
Anyway,
had,
with Baruch.
yeah,
So Baruch was a slide. It was the tallest slide in the world. I cannot believe you guys haven't heard of this.
no,
Okay, so this is it's super morbid, but it was the tallest water slide in the world. Baruch. It's
Yeah.
in Kansas City. Kansas,
Somebody
I
lost their
believe.
head on this one too.
Yep. Yeah, they had put this like chicken wire apparatus at the top of it. So
Oh, I
because
do
it
remember
was-
Naturally, that's what you would do.
it
I
was
remember
so,
this.
Like yeah, the slide
Yeah,
like
It was-
was so steep
I've
that
heard
people were
about
like
that.
flying off of it and falling. Well, the test dummies were, so they thought they could just fix it up with some chicken wire. Well, this kid, it actually was a senator's kid,
Ooh.
like was sliding down and he flew up because he wasn't as heavy as he was supposed to be for the slide, and he like got his head cut head caught in like the chicken wire apparatus, cut his head off. He died, but
Oh my gosh.
then they had to shut the slide down.
Did he
for, like,
haunt
a
the park
couple
as
years.
well?
He might, I don't know,
Okay.
but
That's
Don't get
why
on
in
Baruch.
that song by Veruca Salt, it says this either is neither short nor tall. Sorry, it's a Veruca Salt joke.
Mm.
yeah. I
always think
don't
of
get
that
on any
one.
rides that have chicken wire on them. That's
Yeah,
my
no.
rule.
The ride- did you hear about
looked
the-
real jankety, but you know, people
Did
loved
you hear
it.
about the carnival ride where the person they like go up and the person like tucked their feet in, and when they came back down it chopped off their feet?
No.
I'd never like put my feet like I'm always
What
like very
carnival
careful.
ride?
I don't know.
Oh no, I don't do
You can
carnival
Google
rides.
it.
Ah,
I don't do carnival rides.
The 18-wheeler ones,
Everybody smells like whiskey.
the carnies.
Yeah.
I like a good carnival ride.
I like the
Yeah.
you guys remember that one? I don't think they have it anymore, but the one where you would like spin around and you'd like
Yeah, the
stick to
tilt-a-whirl.
wall,
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah, we had those at
Gravitron.
Joyland. That was it.
and then the floor would like drop out
Yep.
below.
Yeah.
It was called the Twister.
I don't think
That's-
they do that anymore. It's probably
the-
illegal
The
nowadays.
hurler. No, they do. They have one in Rehoboth. It's called the Gravitron.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And I'll
Still
take the
runs.
kids to like the Fairfax one, and I'm just like, I'm not a worry wart, but I'm like, nah, you know, you're not going out that way, not on my watch. You know, just do that when you're a teenager, when you make your own decisions, albeit bad, you can do that. But I'm not on my watch because I'll catch hell for that.
Well, there's also that story. I won't get into it because I think we previously talked about it. But the dark ride out in California, that like in the late 70s, they found out that one of the displays was an actual body, like a mummified
Oof.
body. It was all painted
my
like
God.
fluorescent orange and everything.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's like the movie Funhouse, the old movie.
And
The
it was
scariest
like,
thing happened to me one time. We were on, those cable cars that go like across the
oh,
park.
they scared.
And
That's the
We
scariest
were
ride for me.
teenagers, and
Boss that, yeah.
this one guy
Like
that
for the
was on there.
skis, like those things, like the what are they called? Like the
And,
lifts.
no,
Yeah,
but
sort of like that.
even the things like Tom's talking about, they go across the park and they go over the things like bum, 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 bum.
Just so you can like watch, you
Yeah.
kind of look. It's for
Okay.
sightseeing,
I think
not the
King's
ones that
Dominion
take.
does that, don't they? King's Dominion? I think they do
Yeah,
that.
King's Dominion. That's where we were, and this one guy that was with us, he stood up and started like pushing.
Oh,
So the whole thing was like we were all like, "Oh my God, stop, sit down," because they tell you not to do that, and he was like, "Oh man."
let's see what this
We
thing can
live.
do. Yeah.
King's Dominion,
test
Desiree,
pit.
if you've never been there, I doubt you have. It's a pretty decent, like as far as
It's
the amusement
awesome.
parks go, it's pretty damn awesome. Like they had the one that I always liked was the Grizzly.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was a
that was a-
wood. It was a wood roller coaster, and they make it sound like it's falling apart at all times.
That's probably just actually the roller coaster. It's not a sound effect.
Yeah.
No. That it like when it was brand new, it still creaked. It was. I think it was part of what they were aiming for, and the Rebel Yell, which they never wanted to get rid of this thing, and it was one of the biggest roller coasters for decades. And they never wanted to get rid of it. So what they did was after about 20 years of using it and nobody wanted to ride it, they made it go backwards.
Well, it's a racing coaster. It's a racing out and back wooden roller coaster.
Right.
And it's pretty awesome.
And that had the shockwave, the one where you hang from it, which
I hate
I
that.
like the hang from ones more than the cart ones.
I just see my legs getting chopped off on those.
Oh no, they're not as uncontrolled, the ones you hang from.
I'm not a roller coaster guy anymore. When I was a kid, that was, like, fuck it. But now I'm just like, is this how I want to go out on an amusement park ride?
The one that I won't do is the ones that are like on the one that we have in Kansas City. It's called the detonator, but they're like, it's wrapped around a tube and it just comes up and it drops.
The drop, like the tower drop thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I'm not a big fan of those either.
Yeah. I hate
and you know which one I don't like? Those fucking swings. It's just a swing.
Those are great, man.
Those are fun, nice and relaxing.
I just see my chain breaking and me fucking flying into the next thing.
Such a worry word. You think everything's gonna break.
Well, the thing is, on those rides, like the chains are like the little kid like swing chain that you get at like Kmart. I mean, it is like that level chain, but there's 4 of them. Is this where we all get up? Is this time?
I don't know.
And you probably got to get going soon.
I know.
I think it's there, like just that area. Yeah.
So I was going to ask everyone about movies, like any classic summer movies. Some people have to see a certain movie during Christmas season. Like Jaws. To me, Jaws is the ultimate summer. It's a blockbuster. It's the water. You don't watch movies?
No, and I don't watch TV either. Momish.
Oh, well, that's good.
I'm just kidding.
Momish.
Remember, they don't really, I mean, it used to be like the movies would always hit the theaters like May, like the
Memorial
big movie
Day.
of the year, the summer season, it would always start like around Memorial Day, whatever the best movie was.
Or
that
4th
year.
of July.
Don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, COVID killed a lot of that stuff. I am anxious to see this new Top Gun movie. Just because I just heard good things about it. But so, any plans for this summer? Do you guys have any vacation plans or summer plans? It doesn't have to be vacation, but like, what do you got? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to Vermont.
Oh,
Really? That's a good time of year to go because it's not bone ass cold during the summer.
Yeah.
And it's very pretty, actually.
Yeah. There was a lot of like Airbnb areas that were like, oh yeah, there's a wood burning stove, but no air conditioning. And we're like, okay, that's not going to work. I don't care how nice it is. We need air conditioning. So.
Yeah, no,
big
Vermont's
trip.
pretty.
We've got New Mexico.
Oh, you're going to New
Believe it or not.
Mexico?
Yeah. My wife booked it 2 weeks. I don't know what we're going to do there. She's like,
Albuquerque? Are you going to
Albuquerque, Santa Fe. What's the one big park out that way? No, I don't know. But
Roswell.
Yeah, Roswell. We'll stop there.
Nice, man. Very cool.
Some of the national parks, and should be fun. That's our big summer trip this year.
There's a lot of there. And 2 weeks is the perfect amount of time. Like 1 week isn't enough, really.
Yeah, some of these places, you just got to hang around a while to soak it all in.
Yeah, we're going to a lot of camping, a lot of camping trips with the trailer, and then we're going to Lewis for a week with my parents, my sister, and her family. So it'd be like 10 of us in this house. It's nice, man. As my parents have gotten older, they want to do this every once in a while, and like the house. I think I've talked about this before, but the house they get, it is on the beach. Like you walk out the back door, you're on the beach, you're in the water. Like, and it is fantastic. Like I've never stayed in a place like that before, but they don't want to dick around with like driving and
Yeah.
walking.
I don't like dicking around with driving either.
Yeah.
Driving's for dicking.
We went dicking. Don't we dicking around?
I don't know why I said that. That's like very strange turn of
Oh, I
phrase,
say
but-
dicking around all the time. That's a great phrase.
No, the
Yeah.
funniest thing you said the other night with that, speaking of dicks, is
I'm scared.
you quoted Ozark and you said, I don't know shit about fuck.
That's good. Now that's good. That's poetry, really.
'Cause I don't.
I love that show. But
And then the one last thing, and then we renewed our membership at our local pool, which is cool. So
Oh my gosh, we just got a pool key to our pool
Mm-hmm. Oh,
from the HOA. We've lived in this neighborhood for about 5 years, and we just got a pool key. That's cool because the HOA hates us. But do you
It's
guys
just
know what
cool.
HOAs are? Do you guys have those?
Oh,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Cut your
Yeah.
grass and they'll let
Cut
you
your
into
grass.
the pool.
Have this kind of roof. Get your fucking trash cans in. It's Wednesday. Trash day was Monday.
$600 a month they do that for you.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't wait to get a house.
So how about you,
Don't
Zeus?
get one with the HOA.
You trucking around? Are you doing anything this summer, or what's your summer plans? Or do you
Well,
have any summer plans?
I'm going out for the first annual Friends of Zeus podcast camping trip.
Oh yeah.
And
right.
my mother-in-law is going to stay with us for a couple months. I'm really excited.
That's fantastic, Zeus. That's very
It
good
is.
news.
It really is.
It's gonna be the Wacky Shack.
Oh boy, is it.
Put in some strobe lights and go buy some fluorescent paint. Just start going hog wild.
So, to be slightly tangential, she is a great drinking buddy, but she will also fucking criticize me for everything. So it's like during the day, she's shitting all over me, and then at night we do like 4 or 5 shots of vodka. It just.
And when is this when is this occurring?
I don't know. It should be right around the time I start looking for lawyers.
Oh, okay. Good. All right.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I
It's
think we've
brutal.
been on
She's a
long
nice,
enough, guys.
you
Yeah.
met her, right? I think
What?
I think Tom, both of you guys have met her.
Oh yeah, I've met her numerous times.
She's a pisser.
I think so.
She's all of about 4 feet tall, and she acts like she's like 9 feet tall, which interestingly, her husband is like 9 feet tall. But yeah, so there's that. We're gonna do that. You know, it's summer. My oldest is gonna be 13. My youngest is gonna be 6. He's a big Spider-Man fan. So I'll probably do the Spider-Man thing again. Get myself into Spider-Man shape and get a costume.
Do they do summer camp, Zeus?
What's that?
Do they do summer camp? Or no?
Oh, that's something we should. Did any of you guys do summer camps?
Well,
My
just
son-
with the scouts.
Yeah, my son goes to summer camp. It's not the same thing as like summer camp when I was younger, and definitely not when y'all were younger. But like you just
Oh
go
wow!
every day.
Did you guys caught the little?
I did. I totally caught it. I
little
caught it.
age
Just
shaming
kidding.
there.
It's just a daily thing, but they do cool stuff. Like they go to like water parks and get snow cones and like
Yeah.
do jumpy house things and
Yeah. So when I was a kid, it was like those middle of the day camps.
Yeah.
Where your parents.
I went to like boarding school camps. So
you
Like,
were.
working in the coal mine camps where the camps
Yeah.
drop you off and there's like a
That's what they
lake,
do
and
in
then as soon as they
Pennsylvania.
leave, like they put you down into the coal mine for
yeah, middle of the field, like this is like murder shit. Like
Yeah.
middle of the field, lake, pond, wheat, grass, like camp counselors were a thing, like cabins. Yeah.
Yeah, like Meatballs. Oh, you wouldn't know about that. That movie's beyond your age.
It's
because
still around,
you're
though.
old.
movies stay around when they come out. They don't.
It was like
go
salute
away.
your shorts. That's the kind of camp I went to.
The Levy shorts. They're like a Nickelodeon movie. Or
Yes, it's a Nickelodeon show, but yeah.
That was a real testament to the age difference between the three of us. Because that came out in like the 90s.
something. What was the name of that water park? Shitterfucks?
Schlitterbahn.
Oh,
And the name of the slide was Baruch.
The what?
Baruch. The name of the slide was Baruch.
Farouk.
I think
All
it,
right.
I think it actually is like Baruch, but it's
Baruch.
I don't speak German.
It's like IKEA. Or Swedish.
Farouk was like an Arabic.
It's also a futon.
Converts. It's a roller coaster that converts into a carousel.
That would be fun.
And both have taken ahead.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, listen, guys. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go jump in the water here, and I think we've probably been on for a while.
Oh, you're not doing it right.
How's Jack do? I started doing this, and then Jack started like the crazy symbol.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah, like a roundup.
Yeah, I think we've been on for a while now, and I think it's time to get the fuck out.
And
I don't remember. what he-
Desiree's gonna go jump in the pool.
Boop, boop, boop.
All right.
They're closed. It's really windy.
Oh, rats. All right.
It's windy here too. Do you see? Look.
Yeah, I see that palm tree just the blowing in the breeze.
So
Guys.
this was fun. I like this one. This was out of the blue. Good call, Mike. It was nice reminiscing on summer. And by the way, I just want to get your opinion on this. I want to see if she can guess the band too.
Yeah.
Name the band that because I was telling the band that I always think of summer when I hear them. They're much newer.
Nickelback.
What?
Damn.
Because I
He
heard you
already
say it
said
earlier.
that. Okay.
I heard you
So
say it
we-
earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Well, you were off like traipsing around your room. We were just looking at a bed there.
Oh yeah.
10 minutes.
All right, kid.